Good morning, everyone. My name is Kathy Baker Eclipse. I'm the interim commissioner of the Boston Parks and Recreation Department. We're thrilled to be here today in Dorchester to celebrate the opening of the newly renovated Walsh Playground. This playground reflects the voices and vision of Dorchester, and I want to start by thanking the many people who made it possible. Thank you to Mayor Michelle Wu for her leadership and dedication to ensuring every neighborhood has access to welcoming, accessible, and equitable and resilient green spaces. Thank you to our local elected officials for their partnership and support of this project. And most importantly, the Lower Mills community. Your input and advocacy shaped this project at every step. A special shout out to the All Dorchester Sports League and to Coach Ann Walsh, who is here with us today. Our design and construction partners, CBA Landscape Architects and Rad Sports, thank you for your beautiful design work and your wonderful construction. And of course, our dedicated parks team, especially project manager Amy Linnae, for bringing this vision to life with care and dedication. Thank you, Amy. This $4 million investment was funded with $3.5 million from the city's 5-year capital plan and with the support of $500,000 from the Parkland Acquisition and Renovations for Communities grant, which is called the Park Grant, very aptly, administered through the Commonwealth's Executive Office of Energy and Environmental Affairs. Improvements have transformed Walsh Playground into a vibrant community hub with new features such as a competition-level softball field and a multi-purpose field, revitalized basketball courts, both a full court here and the half court behind us, and a tennis court now lined for pickleball. A colorful new children's playground, a brand new splash pad, water fountain and shaded seating to help combat the urban heat island, and a walking path, woodland trail, cafe seating, and improved entrances and lighting, as well as a new stormwater management system to help make the park more resilient. What makes this project so special is that it was shaped by community voices, reflecting countless conversations with neighbors since 2023. And because of your input, the park keeps the beloved sledding hill and now includes pickleball lines and improved recreation for all ages, features that neighbors requested and will enjoy for years to come. These upgrades reflect countless conversations with neighbors since 2023. The partnership with ADSL has also ensured the athletic facilities meet the needs of players of all ages, strengthening the role of this park as a true neighborhood gathering space. And with that, it's my pleasure to introduce Mayor Michelle Wu, whose vision and leadership continue to expand and protect Boston's parks and public spaces.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. Another round of applause, please, for Kathy and our entire parks team. Thank you for all that you do every single day. And I'm really honored to be here and blessed every day to work alongside our City of Boston employees. We're also joined by our Chief Climate Officer, Brian Sweat. Thank you to our Cabinet Chief, and of course our amazing Boston police officers and departments representing all the collaboration that happens to make this city a home for everyone. Thank you also to my colleagues in elected office who are here, who I'll invite up in a little bit just to share their words and who have been great collaborators. So thank you to State Representative Brandy Fluker-Reed, City Councilor Henry Santana, and City Councilor Aaron Murphy. I am so proud every day that the City of Boston is home to the most active neighbors, residents, community leaders, and organizations anywhere in the country. Thanks to the All Dorchester Sports League, Dorchester Softball League, and every single resident who showed up, participated in the processes, gave your feedback, and helped us get to this incredible moment today where we can unveil and celebrate this community treasure. We are also here with our amazing liaison for the Office of Neighborhood Services, who helps to collect that community feedback every single day. So thank you so much to Asia Woching, who are, where did Asia go? She's over there. She's working it in the back. But thank you, Asia. Give a wave. So on every issue, big and small, we're so grateful to have your eyes and ears, your leadership, and your dedication. This renovated playground, as you heard, with the basketball and tennis and pickleball courts, the walking loop and shaded table, softball fields, and accessible playground, really came from the dreams and hopes of this community. And because this space was shaped by the community, we knew that it also had to include and to add a pedestrian pathway connecting neighbors directly into the park, so that winter rolls around, when winter rolls around, every family in the area will have an easier time accessing one of Boston's best sledding slopes. I'm going to be here with my boys. Walsh Playground is a great example of what we mean when we say we're making Boston a home for everyone. And that means not just where you go to sleep at night and the housing affordability and the healthy and safe streets and neighborhoods that we're building, but to make sure that we have homes away from home, places where you come together with your neighbors and community in our parks and libraries, community centers, and open spaces. Right here, we know that this will be home to BPS and local sports tournaments, and this will be home to seniors who want to gather and just enjoy and bring every generation of their family. This will be home to neighbors who are going for their daily walk in the morning, and those who want to come and host a special event or a birthday party for the kids where you know that you don't have to worry. You can just let everyone run around and take in all of the various options and opportunities that are here, no matter what your interest is. This park also includes new climate resilient features like splash pads and shaded structures to help cool off on hot days, which we're getting more and more of. And all of the ways at which the trees and the green space has been emphasized. But to understand what Walsh Playground truly represents, we have to go back a little bit. We have to go back to before World War II. In the years leading up to World War II, William G. Walsh found his community and his friends playing baseball at a Dorchester park. When he was 18, William and all 11 of his Codman Hill baseball teammates enlisted in the U.S. Marines. The Boston Globe had an article that ran right before they were deployed, and it said, quote, "The 11 boys will go into service together even as they played the ball field together." 3 years later, William, a gunnery sergeant, died a hero, throwing himself onto a grenade and saving the lives of his fellow soldiers and teammates. He was awarded the Medal of Honor for Military Valor, and his neighborhood then named this special space after him. Now, not every person who climbs on this playground structure or plays in these fields will go on to receive a Medal of Honor, but we know every person here, every child growing up in here, every community member will know and have the opportunity to show what it means to come together and have your neighbors back, to show up for each other. Our parks are places where we learn to be with each other, where we find and create community. They're where we teach our children how to play and discover, to pick themselves up when they fall, and to look out for each other, to be inspired, motivated, and hopeful in times where it is very important to do our best to do all of that. It's why at the city we spend so much time working to make these spaces beautiful and vibrant, accessible and resilient, because we know the types of people and communities our parks and open spaces create. And across Dorchester, we're reimagining what these spaces can be. 2 weeks ago, we cut the ribbon on Codman Square Park. A few weeks before that, we welcomed 2 new cricket fields to Harambe Park. And in June, we unveiled a new basketball court at Fenelon Playground. Our parks anchor us in community, whether at a Saturday morning soccer game or a baseball team where you discover your strength to serve the country. And for so many, these parks are what makes our city home. So thank you again to Kathy and our Parks Department, the ADSL, Dorchester Softball League, and this entire community for making this project a reality. So now I will pass it on to State Representative Brandy Fluker-Reed.
I was so enamored with the kiddos who just want to play, and I kind of want to join them. So just thank you everyone who made this happen. I truly believe 02126 has some of the best parks and playgrounds in the city of Boston between state and city parks. And so just thank you for everyone who made this happen, and to all the neighbors who advocated for this change for generations to come. And with that, I'll pass it on to Councilor at Large, Erin Murphy.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mayor Walsh, the administration, and us. Henry, I said we can thank ourselves for making sure the funding goes to these amazing renovations here at the park. When I came in, I drove in the back way, but I remember 31 years ago, my son played soccer here at the front of the park, and when I was a young kid, we'd come up here to play, and it looks very different, right? And it deserves to be. This neighborhood, like all neighborhoods across the city, deserve investments in our park. So I'm just looking forward. And I'm a new neighbor. I met some new neighbors now. I live right out back, and my daughter's been waiting for the park to be done to walk our dogs through here. So it's going to be a wonderful addition. It's a park that's always brought families together. And many times when I was a teacher at the Henderson, we would have family gatherings here with the kids would join just to have some off-site gatherings for our families and kids to get to know each other. So thank you to many of our new, could you wave if you're a new B3 police officer? I know we got many new police officers here in the neighborhood. Thank you for all you do. You're under great leadership. I know I saw Derek here too from our community policing. So just thank you everyone for coming out and celebrating what will continue to be a wonderful addition to this neighborhood. And I will pass it off to my colleague, Councilor Henry Santana.
I'm just so honored and thrilled to be out here with you all. Thank you so much for being here. As many of you know, my #1 priority on the Boston City Council has been, really focusing in on our youth and our next generations to come. And this park does just that. So I really want to thank the mayor and her administration, the parks team, the community for your vision, for your investments, and for your hard work to make today happen. We see the baseball field, we see the basketball field. Anyone want to play one-on-one against me? I'll make sure to do that, right? But we need to continue to invest in our parks, and we need to continue to invest in our families and our youth. And this park does that. I'm proud to stand with a council who cares so much about our youth. And when we're talking about public safety being down, when we're talking about our youth engagement rising, right? These are the investments that we need to continue to make. I'm proud to see that investments are being made in our black and brown neighborhoods, so that way our black and brown kids can, just grow old, be in community, and be happy and safe. So I'm really, really happy to see this investment being made today, and we're going to continue to make these investments. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilor. And now it's my honor to welcome Coach Ann Walsh, who's been an incredible partner on this project and whose dedication to youth sports and this community embodies the very spirit of this playground. Ann, thank you.
Hi. Welcome to my park. Just kidding. I often say in this town, Ann Walsh, no relation. That's my standard line. So, but I do have a connection to Walsh Park besides the fact that I live across the way. My mom grew up in Lower Mills, and in the 40s and 50s actually played softball for St. Gregory's. They won the state championship in 1955. She would want you to know that. And played here at Walsh Park. So boys played, but girls played too, even back in the day. And our girls really stand on the shoulders of those Dorchester and Mattapan girls who said, I want to play sports, when they were, before Title IX. And I stand on her shoulders today. She coached me, I coach my kids, and we're so excited to have this incredible space. I look around and I go, oh, that's in that community meeting is when we talked about the sledding hill, and I'm just excited to have a sledding hill that doesn't have a backstop anymore, or benches like under the snow that you're like, just bail out, like don't crash into that. So like fewer hospital visits involved in your sledding experiences is always a good thing, and the water feature and the walking trail. So we're really excited that the things that folks were talking about really came to life. But of course, the softball field just has my heart. To think about our kids who have played on fields where coaches are out there like raking out puddles, minutes before, and families are trying to figure out like, how can we make this work when the field has, things growing in the outfield and girls are running through like a little bit of a savanna in order to chase down a ball. Like, this is just a beautiful facility that our girls deserve. Our girls, city kids, Mattapan girls, Dorchester girls, we deserve these kinds of facilities, and I'm so grateful to live in a place that will not only give us this, but will take care of it, maintain it, give us access to it. So I know that the ADSL community, the RBI teams that I coach are very excited. And as a coach, I just can't wait to see the first girl just crank a homer over that fence and to have a real home run where she can slow walk those bases if she wants to. So thanks very much to everyone who made it possible.
Thank you so much, Coach Ann. And so now, without any further ado, let's cut the ribbon on this new park.